Are you currently between card sleeves trying to figure out which ones you want to buy next for your cards? Well, today we're going to be talking about Japanese size sleeves. These fit Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's time to do.
Super Dragon Ball Heroes, stuff like Cardfight, Vangard. They're smaller than the Pokemon cards, and so they're sometimes a little bit harder to find the right sleeve.
It's not easy.
So let's get right into it.
Give it to us raw and wriggling.
Alright guys, here as you can see we have a sleeve called Apollo Quiver. Now these are sleeves that I had never heard of before. I actually went on Amazon looking for a specific sleeve that I had purchased previously called Titan Shield. And I thought that those were pretty good. I did enjoy them. They have a nice colored back to them. In fact, I have one here. This is what a Cardfight Vanguard card looks like with one of those Titan Shield sleeves. Now, this is actually a really nice sleeve. There's nothing wrong with them, but I did kind of see that they went up in price from the last time I bought some, and so I wanted to try out some other sleeves. Also, they don't make clear sleeves. They only make them with colored backs, and so I wanted to see if I could just find some clear sleeves that would look good for my Japanese cards and binders and such. So what I went ahead and did was looked up Japanese size sleeves, and I came across this company right here, Apollo Quiver. This box comes with 4x50, so 200 sleeves. That's not too bad, and they are perfect for double sleeving. Now we are going to talk about all the little details here that are on this box. Ultra transparent sleeves made of clear polypropylene, prevents dents, corners, and scratches. It's got longer playability and durability. It's got optimal fitting and size. It has acid-free, no PVC, and smooth shuffling. And then, of course, it says ideal for pro tournament use. Now, let's take a look at some of these areas and see if that is accurate. Now, I've taken out one of these bags already, and as we can see here, they do come in these little nifty little bags. Now, the quality of these are not penny sleeve quality. These are thicker sleeves, and they do seem to provide some pretty good protection from your regular penny sleeve. The penny sleeve is very thin and just doesn't have this thick feel to it. Now, granted, the Titan Shield also are a thicker quality than your penny sleeves, but we're talking about the Quiver sleeves. So, taking a look at this sleeve right here, I do believe that transparency looks pretty good to me. I think that ultra transparent sleeves made of clear polypropylene seems like a pretty accurate description. Seems pretty clear to me. Prevents dents, corners, and scratches. So, I mean, they're basically saying, hey, if you put them in these sleeves, you are going to prevent your corners from getting dented, and you're going to protect your card from getting scratched and all that good stuff. So, they're nice, harder plastic than your penny sleeve, like I said. So, no doubt that they are going to protect your card fairly well. You have longer playability and durability. So these are marketed for playing, and so I think from a durability standpoint, they could be durable. They, like I said, they are a thicker sleeve, and in fact, you could even double sleeve if you were to find some perfect fit sized sleeves for these cards. So there's that good news there. But let's take a look at optimal fitting and size. I believe that the optimal fitting and size, to me, looks fantastic. Yes, the sleeve is slightly bigger than the card. Like I said, you could probably fit a perfect fit type sleeve on the card and be able to double sleeve with these. So that's actually pretty good. I'm not personally going to be doing that, but I think these will provide the kind of fitting that you need for your Vanguard, Super Dragon Ball Heroes, Yu-Gi-Oh! These are all similar size or the same size cards. Do not attempt this with Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards are larger cards. They will not fit in these sleeves. So that is a warning, a fair warning. Dragon Ball Super also do not fit in here. Dragon Ball Super are the same size as Pokemon cards. Digimon cards are the same size as Pokemon cards. Super Dragon Ball Heroes are smaller. And so there you go. They are going to fit in these sleeves. Acid-free and no PVC. That's actually a pretty standard thing for sleeves. You always want to 100% make sure that you are buying sleeves that have no PVC and that are acid-free. If they don't say it on the box or they don't say it in the bag, stay away from them because you don't want to ruin your cards. And that's why they basically put that on there. Now, the majority of card companies don't make sleeves with PVC or sleeves that are, that have acid. But it's nice that they say it. And then there's smooth shuffling. Now, I'm not going to test the shuffling on here, but these are fairly smooth, I will admit. So I don't necessarily believe that these would have an issue with shuffling. Now, they do say that they're ideal for tournament use. I'm going to go ahead and slide a couple more of these here. So they do slide right in. Like I said, fit real nice. Super Dragon Ball Heroes, if you're a Super Dragon Ball Hero collector, and here on this channel I collect Super Dragon Ball Hero quite a bit. Now, Super Dragon Ball Hero cards are a little bit thicker than Yu-Gi-Oh cards and then Cardfight Vangard. They are thicker, and they still fit very nicely in these sleeves. So, absolutely perfect for my Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Now, here's something very interesting. They do say extra seal strength. Extra seal strength, I'm guessing it just means that they are extra strong. And that is pretty much what that is. Now, I will say that they feel good. They have a nice gloss to them, though. They are glossy. If you are playing in a tournament or something like that and there's some bright lights, you may get some glare. In fact, if I put this over here, you could probably see my lighting is glaring pretty hard on that card. But that's just the way these are. These are not a matte finish. There are other brands and stuff like that that do have a matte finish. These are not it. Why did I buy these sleeves? Well, I wasn't necessarily going to go play Cardfight Vangard or Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I actually put these in binders, and that's where my cards usually go, in a binder.
I have spoken.
And so that's what I'm going to recommend these sleeves for. I think that they are very good for that in particular. I am going to do a little test here, and this test I will actually do on not just these sleeves, but I'm also going to do this test on the other brand as well, because I want you to see the strength of these sleeves. I'm also, let's go ahead and pull out these Titan Shield sleeves. And I'm just going to grab one right there. Okay. Now, what I do want to do is I want to check the clarity of these sleeves. Now, in order to test the clarity of these sleeves, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull out a duplicate card that I have here. And the reason I want to do that is because I want you guys to see what they look like in two different sleeves and see which one looks better. So the first card here I am going to put into a Titan Shield sleeve that does have that orange back. Now, this card does look pretty good with the orange back, I'm not going to lie. It does look pretty good. And then I'm going to take that same card and I'm going to put it into one of these Quiver sleeves. And my goal here is to see which one looks better. Can we see a difference between the two as far as clarity is concerned? we are going to put them side by side here and see what they look like. Now, the lighting, I am going to actually move it a little closer. And it is very, very difficult to see any difference with the naked eye, in all honesty here. Okay? Perhaps in the editing, there may be a little bit of a difference when I look at it, but I don't really see much of a difference in clarity here. I think they both look pretty clear. So, you know, clarity is a good thing, especially if you're going to put it in a binder. You want to make sure it looks as good as possible, right? So, what are we going to do? We are going to take a look at the strength of the sleeves as well. And the reason why I wanted to do this test is because I've done this test before with other sleeves, and I have found that some sleeves rip very easily. They break at the seams, and so if you are a player, something just fell, and if you are a player and you do play, you don't want your cards to start kind of, your sleeves to start ripping at the seams after a lot of shuffling and stuff like that. So I'm going to apply a little bit of force to these sleeves to see how hard it is to actually rip them and to cause the seams to bust. So let's take a look. Again, Titan Shield, the test, I've done this before. I actually have a review on Titan Shield as well on this channel. So if you do want to check that review out, you are more than welcome to. All right, here we go. So I'm going to apply some pressure here, and as you can see, I am really putting some pressure into this, and I am not able to make it snap. I'm not able to make it budge. In fact, I'm putting so much pressure that the actual plastic is warping right here. So I can't break this. That is a very strong sleeve, and I'm pretty confident that if you are going to play with this card in a tournament or multiple games, you're not going to run into an issue where this card is going to split at the seams. So, or this, I keep saying card, this sleeve is not going to rip at the seams. So, there you go, sleeve ruined, but we now know that's actually a pretty good sleeve. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same concept and I'm going to use it on this brand. Now, I am going to start applying some force to it little by little.
How did it come to this?
So we're going to do the same test here with Quiver. And I'm just going to apply similar pressure to this sleeve that I did with the other sleeve. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this, and this is the problem that I have come across with these particular sleeves. They rip the seams very easily, so I don't know how durable they are in, like, if you play with them. I feel like just time will start to bust these open. It did not take very much, if at all, any actual force to rip into that sleeve, which is actually pretty sad, because, you know, I kind of wanted to really love them, and I do like them, but I don't necessarily think that I would recommend them for gameplay. Again, I'm going to take another one of these, again, Titan Shield, and we are going to apply that same pressure, because I want to see if maybe... Okay, so that one ripped, but it did require a lot more pressure. And I just feel like these are, if you want to play with your cards, then Titan Shield, probably the way to go for gameplay. Now, if you do just want to put stuff in a binder, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to use these Quiver sleeves. Now, what is the difference between getting these and the other ones? Again, if you want a clear sleeve, I think this is actually a pretty good one. It's clear, and this one has a colored back. They have orange, blue, black, white. They have a bunch of different colors. But if you want clear, they don't have them. The other difference is the price. The price right now, as of making this video, is not terribly bad for either one. In fact, the Titan Shield sleeves are actually $11.99, and you get 150 sleeves. Now, as you can see here, 150 sleeves. That kind of comes out to about 8 cents per sleeve, just about. And if you are looking at the Apollo brand, you're going to be paying around $13.97 for 200 sleeves. So you get more sleeves, 50 more sleeves. Not a huge deal, but you get 50 more sleeves. And the price per sleeve is just slightly under 7 cents, so round up 7 cents. So basically, you're saving about a penny per sleeve. Huge difference? Not really. I mean, $11.99, $13.97. It's up to you, really, at this point. However, it is your decision always, and the reason why I make these videos is so that you understand that some of these products are good for some things and not great for others. There are better products out there, and I want to make sure that you guys don't have to deal with having to figure out which one you prefer. You can watch this video and determine, hey, do I want to put these cards in a sleeve? Perfect. Maybe Apollo Quiver is the perfect sleeve for you. Or, hey, I want to take these and play with my friends or go to a tournament, local tournament, whatever the case is. And in that case, you know, Titan Shields might be the way to go. So again, it is still personal preference, but as you can see, there are some differences here in the sleeves, and there are some differences in the quality. So again, up to you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you will go check out this review right over here. This review is Titan Shield. You can go check that one out. Again, none of these videos are sponsored. So these things were purchased with my own money so that you can enjoy these videos.